Child's pose is the pose I'm going to adjust in this video, and I think it's one of the most nurturing adjustments you can give your students, since us as teachers tend to offer this as a resting pose. And personally, whenever I see somebody who's taking a rest during my flow, I like to go over and adjust them just as a way to say, hey, it's totally okay that you're resting, and give them a little bit of love. Okay? So there are a couple of ways to adjust balasana. One of the more common ways is from behind, and you'll see you've probably done this, placing pressure down around the low back. Now, I like this, but I typically don't adjust child's pose unless I've communicated first, because there's not much to observe or analyze just yet, but communication is key. So first I'll just quickly say, do you have any injuries in the knees and the low back? If not, then great. Of course, taking your hands to the upper glute, lower back, preferably not right on the sacrum, is a nice way to relieve any sort of pressure in the low back. You could even sort of move your weight back and forth just to give them a little massage on the outer hips, upper glutes. Personally, one of my favorite balasana child's pose adjustments is to take the hands into the creases of the hips and pull the outer hips back and in, like you're trying to squeeze the upper glutes together, and then from there draw down. It just gives space in the hip flexors, and me and my hip flexors don't really get along. So from there, you can also help to stretch the shoulders, and this is one of, it's a pretty intense adjustment, and it works really nicely in stretching the side of the body as well. I'm going to stand in front of him, and he's going to hold on to my heels, okay? And from here, I'm going to lean down and forward and place my hands on his upper glutes. You feel okay? And I'm going to step my feet back till I'm on the balls of my feet. Then, are you okay still? He's going to resist a little bit, pull me back as I begin to try to bring my heels to the ground, and I push his hips down. And his shoulders are pretty flexible, so my heels probably come all the way down. And then from there, slowly crawl back up. Not too much pressure in the upper body so you don't smush their nose into the mat. And those are my child's pose adjustments.